Hi, YouTube. Welcome to part 8, Dead Space with a Therapist. It's quite a few parts. I appreciate very much your willingness to watch this playthrough and hang out with us and engage with my content and whatever it is way you engage with it, whether it's via comments or just watching or hitting the thumbs up button, all of which you should do. You share my videos in particular. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate that. By the way, those of you that happen to share my playthroughs on various subreddits and tell people about my playthroughs in those subreddits, I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. The more eyeballs on the stream, the better. And I hope that as we reach the conclusion of this playthrough, which may even be tonight, I do hope that you check out my other playthroughs. And that I hope this has felt like it's been worth your time. So, let's go knock out that tendril. And see what happens. All right, Chief Steward's office tendril. Gotta go take that out. So we have to executive quarters. So this is where we came out of, correct? Yes. Okay. Andy, I'm glad to hear that, friend. Thanks for sharing. All right, away we go. Chief Steward's office. What kind of fun things do you think are in there? Son.
We'll be home, my love. I swear.
Better not be talking to my wife.
Hi, I'm Dr. Terrence Kine. Remember we spoke on the valley?
If you're real, let me in. I need to destroy that cluster behind you.
Not yet. Escape on that shuttle and you'll kill us all. When they took the marker from Aegis 7, it woke the being in the core of the planet.
Well, that he had that queued up ready to go.
The hell is that?
Mercer calls it the hive mind, a nexus organism which controls these necromorphs telepathically. If we leave while the hive mind is active, well, you saw the valor. If even a single necromorph escapes, humanity is finished. The marker. Emilia, she knew. She told me it would return the beast to its slumber.
Okay, so if we return the marker to Aegis 7, it'll stop the outbreak?
Exactly. But we need the shuttle to return it to the planet.
Oh.
You have a singularity core, and I can let you through. So what do you say?
If it'll end this for good, deal.
Excellent. I can distract Mercer, but not for long. And get the marker to the shuttle bay quickly.
Wow. Now, if this was a game that wasn't made in 2008, I strongly believe that that probably would be a decision point in the game that would have led to a significant amount of conversation on my part about whether or not I would have chosen to believe him and do that. But Isaac, being the steadfast, pragmatic man that he is, has decided in a split second, yep, I believe you, let's do it. That video is good enough for me. Ooh. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Okay, so, I mean, this whole thing is tricky. And in classic DrMick fashion, why not talk our way through this a bit? I find it odd I find it odd that how do I want to put this? Mercer and Kine happen to still be alive. That, like, the two main dudes, and maybe my wife, are still going. And I just find that curious. Because I don't know enough about any of this to have any kind of, like, actual knowledgeable input on whether that is a coincidence or whether that is somehow intentional. And what's kind of funny about it is, like, part of my DrMick's processing around this and where I'm a bit messed up about it is because I have prior representation of having played Mass Effect, where indoctrination was a thing that presented itself in a particular kind of way. And obviously the Mass Effect universe doesn't have any bearing on this, but I guess the little mental health point I'll make about this is that when we are presented with monumentally huge unknowns, humans will often rack their brains for whatever kind of representation may possibly help them fill in the gaps, sometimes in lieu of going off and educating themselves properly. I don't know how Isaac would do that. I mean, he's aboard the Ishimura. He is doing his best to survive. It's not like he can just go sit in the executive suites and read every book that's on the Ishimura, and even that may not be particularly helpful. Like, the thing that would be helpful is if we had everybody here and could get a collective consensus and whatever. But part of the tension of this entire game is we have no idea what's going on. We have no idea, like, what we can trust. We don't even know if we can trust our eyes and ears at this point, because we've heard people say that they're seeing things. We've had experiences with Nicole where it doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem like an accurate representation of who she is, although it certainly could be if she's been traumatized and it's changed over the years while we haven't been in touch with her. I mean, there's any number of reasons why Nicole may be presenting in the way that she is beyond indoctrination. Obviously, I think about this between streams when I'm, like, up at night going like, God, what the hell's going on in Dead Space? So anyway, that's a big, long way of essentially bringing it back to this moment where if you're Isaac and this dude's in this room and he is the person who, as far as we understand, was the lead researcher of the marker, whatever that even means, and he gives us information about that marker, we have to make a decision about it in terms of whether we want to believe him and follow a train of thought that is, to an extent, potentially antithetical to our survival. Because if we launch the shuttle with the marker on it, on the off chance that the hive mind is going to say, thank you, that's all I wanted, won't invade Earth now. Like, cool. Or do we get on board that shuttle and say, I don't know that I can trust this guy. I don't even know if he's real. And maybe he's indoctrinated by that hive mind to tell me that so that I believe it, so that it wants it back for a particular reason. Like, maybe we've harmed the hive mind by taking it away from the planet and it's losing power and it's desperate to use its influence in order to bring it back. Like, we have no idea what it is. Isaac apparently has made his decision. Sure, man, I believe you. And that's fine. I don't really know what I would have done. I might have launched myself on the shuttle, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know. It's isolated. Planets are far away from each other. I don't really know exactly how that thing's going to make it, other than, you know, we get on the shuttle, we make sure that we're all cool, and we fly away. And we hope and pray that we never see those things again and that they're stuck on Aegis 7 and the Ishimura for all time. Because the Ishimura certainly doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. But who knows? I don't know. I just, maybe we'll get more insight into Isaac's thought process. I find this all very fascinating, and he agreed very quickly. So, let's see what happens.
Thank you, Mr. Park, for fix my mistakes.
Where are you going? Damn. Do you have any input on the marker and unitologists? Considering Isaac's opinion on them? Well, I've talked about unitology throughout the playthrough, so I don't know that any of that has changed, but I don't know enough about the marker. Like, that's the thing, is I really believe that one of the important facets of Isaac's decision-making here should be, I don't know anything about this. So I'm going to work with my own eyes and ears to the extent that I can even trust them right now in my own directive, and I'm going to see what happens. I mean, this is so far above his pay grade. Really above anybody's pay grade, I would argue. I don't know any more than Isaac does. But I think, again, that's the beauty of this game. I do appreciate that they're not spoon-feeding us a shitload of lore about all this stuff, because it leaves us to have to deal with the same tension that Isaac is experiencing, which is, do I care about any of this, or do I care about my survival? And I'm going to operate on the things that I can actively trust and operate on, which is my plasma cutter, my pulse rifle, my sensibilities and communication with people who, as far as I can tell, are still real, i.e. Daniel.
Clearance confirmed.
So, let's see what happens. Now, but, so here's the thing, though. I said I want to destroy that tendril. Well, I guess, like, he thought I was going to say I want to destroy that tendril so that I can get on the escape pod, and apparently now I'm saying I'm not going to get on the shuttle, and I have no idea how Daniels is going to take that. Do we trust that he is a reformed man? Okay. She was only a voice at first, but now she is my constant companion again. I'd forgotten how much her presence soothes me, and as always, she sees to the heart of the problem. The marker must be returned. Perhaps there's been some kind of accident, some severance. Do the marker and the hive mind always coordinate, or can the hive mind slip the marker's influence somehow? Regardless, if this theory is correct, emphasis on theory, if the two are now at odds, if the marker can quell the hive mind, it would cut the puppeteer strings at a stroke. Seems obvious in retrospect. These necromorphs have no intelligence. How could they? Yet there's clear, if rudimentary, purpose behind their actions, especially the gathering of corpses. They're clearly following some drive to kill living organisms and gather biomass. Correct, because necrotic tissue is what they feed off of. But where does this drive come from? How does it command them? Do all necromorphs converted by a marker share this bond by a marker? Does that mean that we are aware of the presence of multiple markers? Don't answer that, chat. But that's the first I'm hearing that there's a chance that there might be multiple. Do all necromorphs converted by a marker share this bond, a pack instinct, or is the hive mind demonstrating a genuine telepathic communication, perhaps the first ever observed? How painful to admit that the marker's horrors still hold a fascination for me. Now I think I understand my predecessors, those who first studied the black marker, rather better. The road to hell begins with unprincipled curiosity. Well, I don't know about that. Foolish, foolish, foolish. I should have known sabotaging the engines was only a stopgap. Are we returning to Earth? Is the marker falling back into the church's hands? Yes, Amelia. There are always alternate solutions. Always. The writing of those logs is so excellent. Amelia, Amelia, Amelia. See, we've seen that name written around quite a bit, too. I'd love to know the significance of that. If it's been told to us, I don't remember what it was, but whatever. Okie dokie, retrieve the marker. What am I gonna do? Put it in my pocket? Unless this door opened. Where'd our boy go? I'm going to choose to believe that that's an operational door and he went through there. Wow, I still don't have full suit upgrade. That's interesting. All right, 7 nodes. Never should have brought it on board. Yeah, certainly seems to be the case. Yeah, like what? That thing's huge. But first we shop. Damn, look at all this. Jeez Louise. Got plenty of ammo, that's for sure. Yay.
Hazardous anomaly detected.
Who could that be?
Activated.
Oh. Wow. We got a lot coming at us right now. Holy shit.
Quarantine lifted.
Damn. Okay, so retrieve the marker. Activate the loader. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love how as you get closer to it, the English goes away. Reach the executive shuttle.
Now install the singularity core on the shuttle. I'll come help you load the marker. Damn, Mercer's close. Hurry!
Wow, look at all these boxes. Look at all these goodies for me. Oh. This guy looks like a doctoral student. But he's just trying to finish his thesis. Remember those days well, brother. Stay strong. Such amazing detail in areas that you just never visit. It's fantastic. Okay. Wow. Moved all the way over there. Getting a lot of ammo. A lot of ammo. Shuttle bay control. We got refill your stasis. Zoom. Install the singularity core. Dude, what if Isaac's just like, never mind, just kidding, I'm out. See you later, guys. Peace. What a conundrum you're in right now if you're Isaac. Maybe this is my inner Slytherin coming out, but you could install that singularity core, shut that door, and go. Unless Isaac doesn't know how to fly this thing. Be like, screw all this, man. I'm out. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think it's that tough of a decision. Like, I mean, I understand that you'd be bailing on Daniels and Kine, and that doesn't feel good, obviously. But if you're like, look, if you take what this guy said at face value, he goes, look, man, these things can't make it back to Earth. And this is the only way back to Earth. Or wherever it is we're trying to go. And you know, right now, I'm the only guy on this shuttle. I do, now, that is true. It is true that Nicole is on this ship. Maybe. And you want to talk about a really difficult choice. You have the pragmatic choice in front of you here. Do I take the known quantity of knowing I'm the only person aboard this shuttle and I've got the singularity core and I can get out of here and potentially completely stop the distribution of this thing? Or do I indulge the emotional pull of the idea that perhaps my wife might be alive? I'm not here to make a moral judgment on what's right or wrong here. I just mean that, like, it is an option. It is an option, as far as I know, to fly out of here. And maybe that would be the better option. Maybe that would be the greater good option in additional to the self-preservation option. Hard to know. It's just an interesting little conundrum.
Singularity core replaced. Test fire shuttle engines to complete hardware installation.
Now, I know that there's going to be somebody that's going to want to pop their way into my comments right now and say, DrMick, you're an asshole. There's no choice here. You have to go. You have to go find your wife in Daniels. You have to do that. No, I don't. I'm not saying it's like the right decision. The point I'm trying to make, as I make several times in pretty much every playthrough I ever do, is that choice is real. And it's important for you to take all choice on the table as a means to make the most informed choice possible. Yes, there are choices that may seem to be far more desirable than others, where it feels like there's no choice. But there's a choice here. I can fly this thing out of here with me on it. Say, screw you guys. There's a choice there. All right. God, DrMick, you're always talking about choice. Very important. Very important to understand your sphere of influence in your life. There's a reason I talk about it every single place. Alright. Fire those engines. Test fire the shuttle engines. Just blow them right at the marker. Oh, hey, buddy.
Test fire in progress.
You're a dick, dude. I hate this guy. Hate this guy. Look at him. Is this guy Capitalism Manifest? Relentlessly pursues you, even in the most dire of circumstances. Ooh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead this guy out, and we're gonna burn him up in the shuttle burn. That's what we're gonna do. After we kill this baby and this guy. Yeah, come on, big dog. This is gonna be tough. Because I'm gonna have to... Oh! Come over here. Go, 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 go.
Test fire in progress. Clear.
Good, Harris. Can't hurt you anymore.
Oh, that's Harris. Oh, I didn't even put that together that that's Harris. Oh. I guess I probably should have put that together, but it definitely makes sense. God damn. That sucks. Oh, hi. You again. Thought you were dead.
You bastard!
Is that me?
Take it. Bring convergence. Make us whole.
I'm gonna say this because it feels important to say right now, and I realize that there may be some people that don't like what I'm gonna say here, and all I ask is just that you take it with whatever grain of salt you want to take it with. Because I'm not claiming to be the objective correct person on this, and you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say this. I find it unbelievably arrogant and hypocritical and weird to some extent when people like Mercer make demands of the thing they deify. Where, like, if you believe that there is some kind of higher power that has a plan, yet Mercer walks up to the marker and says, do this thing that I want you to do. It just seems odd to me. Like, what if this is part of the plan, my guy? Like, do you release your control of your immediate environment for the agenda of a higher power, or do you not? And to me, it speaks, I think, to the contradiction at times between spiritual doctrine and the human need to survive and self-preserve. Where I have an immediate environment that I want to be a certain particular kind of way so that I can survive it as comfortably as possible. Dude, you're throwing me curveballs right now, Mr. Marker. You made this guy, Isaac Clarke, board the ship and destroy my creation. I demand that you stop that. I pray that you change the environment, despite the fact that I believe you have a plan for me. Which, to me, kind of goes to show that engaging with some level of doctrine is a privilege, because it speaks to the fact that you may not be in an immediate environment that is requiring you to attend to your survival. Whereas when you're in the pits, you start looking up going, please, for the love of God, like if you got something for me here, save me. But then you get people who may go to the further extreme where they really do relinquish their sphere of influence to a higher powers plan and go, well, I am comfortable with wherever it is that I'm going to go here, because I truly believe that whatever this thing is has a plan for me. And to an extent, this is Ryan's personal opinion here. This is not like DrMick's professional blah blah. This is Ryan's personal opinion. To an extent, I respect that more, because it is consistent. Where it's like, it's logically consistent in terms of, like, if this doctrine states that I am but a pawn in a grander scheme, then I certainly do relinquish my desires and wants and whatever, because I believe that I'm being driven in a particular way, where Mercer would be like, I don't know, maybe Isaac's here for a reason. Maybe I'm making the wrong decision. Maybe whatever. Maybe this is all foretold. Then I'm not going to make demands of the marker, because perhaps this is what the marker wants. But instead, when all of a sudden the doctrine, and I think this is the main crux of where I'm trying to go with this, for him, when the doctrine doesn't go in a direction that for him is self-serving, he demands of it, which I think fundamentally shows that his indulgence in the Unitology church is a mechanism of self-indulgence. It's a mechanism of self-realization in a way that I think is probably more egocentric than he would ever admit to. And so I just find this moment so interesting that he goes and looks at the marker and makes demands of it when things aren't going his way. Let me go. I'm not him. I'm not part of this. Let me go. I'm trying to help you. Oh, God. Get your plasma cutter out, Isaac. Make the shot. Take the shot. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Oh.
Do you read me? Mr. Clarke! Mr. Clarke, come in!
Fuck this ship.
Alive, Altman B.
Fuck Altman, too. Kendra?
I'm here. But every alert on the Ishimura is screaming. Critical damage to internal systems. The marker just ripped right through the ship. Something pulled it down to the cargo bay.
Kind, pilot the shuttle to the hangar. I'm going after the marker.
Of course. Amelia, quickly.
Wait, Dr. Kine. That guy's lost it. He killed the captain. We can't trust him near the marker.
He says returning it to the planet is the only way to end this. We've got to try. I'm heading to cargo. You ping Nicole's rig and tell her where to go.
Leave it to me.
Thanks. When I get the marker, we're all getting out of here.
Something tells me that's not true. Yeah, Isaac's over it. I do just want to say really quick, this is not a really, like, it's not a mental health thing. It's just a commentary on just the way that this game was designed. Daniels, her, like, I don't know if she was mocapped or what, but Daniels is so well animated. I've been meaning to say this for tons of episodes. Since the very beginning, in the ship ride into the Ishimura, I don't know what it is, but her like countenance is so believable and nuanced and just like I love it. It's so good. And like right there, I think is like a great example of it. For whatever reason, there's something about her animations relative to even anybody else that just is incredible. It's so well done. I just wanted to express my appreciation of that because I've been thinking about it for a long time. Oh, I know where we are. Holy shit. Because I remember this room and being like, how the hell do you get in here? All right, reach the cargo bay. Is that all we got? Have I done everything else? I have indeed. Marker's been dragged to the cargo bay. I just have to get it back. Main access to cargo is via the main hangar. I just hope there's enough time. Why is that thing just like keeping it in the cargo bay? That's interesting to me. Oh, yeah, dude, I don't blame Isaac for wanting to just be like, can we just get the hell out of here, man? I'm done. I'd be like, just hop aboard that ship, buddy.
Flight deck tram control.
Before he speaks, I do want to say, Isaac put a lot of faith in this dude to give him command of the shuttle. I mean, there's a part of me that would be like, hey, man, here's my plasma, or here's my my pulse rifle. Why don't you go ahead and hoof it down there? I'm going to take control of the shuttle because I trust my own faculties. I actually think that's a big mistake, letting him go with it. Hopefully he's in our corner, but that dude has the same gambit that we had. That dude could get in that shuttle and go, screw this, I'm out. And if I'm Isaac, I am not leaving that to chance. I'm all for giving people the benefit of the doubt, but when you're in a survival situation like that, and that's our only way off this thing, and I'm this over it, I realize that that tentacle pulled me away, but I'm trying to get my ass back there ASAP. Because I don't feel good about this.
Mr. Clark, we're approaching the hangar bay. We'll meet you there with the marker.
I hope you will.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
Yes, Amelia Sue. We'll send the hive mind back into the darkness.
No, buddy, who are you? Ooh, she's not
So
with him.
glad you gave that guy our only escape shuttle.
Oh, that is so perfect. Oh my God. Her face. Oh my God. That's exactly where I'm at. Girl, I am with you. I am so... Hey, this guy who's talking to the chair as if there's somebody next to him when, as far as we can tell, there isn't, is sitting and piloting our only way out of here, you doofus. I feel the same. I love that. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh.
Shit, Isaac. Those things you killed, their biomass is pulled down in the cargo bay. It's
Oh,
recombined
God.
itself into... Well, it's something huge, and the marker's embedded right in the middle. How the hell do we do this?
I've got the Ishimura's cargo cranes. They can move half a bay of mining gear, no problem. If whatever's down there wants to wrestle for the marker, I'm in.
Override the safeties, and yes, it might work. But hurry. We're losing critical systems fast.
I want to know where she is. I'm kind of amazed we haven't run into her yet. Oh. God. Oh, man. That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy that I went out of my way to say that, and then Daniels is, like, right there with me. I give the amount of validation I'm experiencing right now. What a high. There's a level 1 security override over there. Why not go... Let's go take a little peek-see. Dude, Daniels has every right to be annoyed. Every right to be annoyed. Because in all his pragmatism,
Internal hull breaches detected.
he's like, here you go. Oh, so silly. Wait a minute, what the hell? Stupid ass door. Hey, look, a baby. Ugh. So great. So great. All right, let's go ahead and...
Clearance confirmed. Capacity.
The one thing I am going to be a little bummed about is if in some of these master doors or whatever, is if I'm missing out on lore by not going in them. Jimmy, thanks for the 3 months. That's fine. I'll live. I don't want to go traverse the entire ship in search of those rooms. This time we're gonna do this.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone immediately.
I'm sure this is gonna go swimmingly. Well, I got nothing else to upgrade. Whatever. Alright. Engage the cargo crane. There it is. There's the marker. Where's Splody dude? There's a Splody dude down here. Where you at, Splody? Where you at, Splody guy? Oh, whoa, is that? You got a trophy thing?
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
Ow, ow!
Emergency. Deck evacuation
What is that?
protocols are in effect.
An oddly intriguing artifact from the past. Sell at the store for credits. Cool. All right. Well, I got an achievement for getting that, so. Oh, it's one of these.
Login security card.
I'm glad this dude's got pustules, because if he didn't, this would make this very difficult. Wow, all these fancy upgrades. God, I'm gonna have more money than I know what to do with. Buy every upgrade there is. Oh, you gave out a full baby instead of the little guys. Ugh.
Clearance confirmed.
What if those are just every pregnant woman that was on the ship when it got taken over? Oof. Gross. Sir, are you okay? Never gets old. Dude. There is just so much money down here. But nowhere to spend it. Is there a store down here? There's a bench up there, but I don't recall there being... That's fine. I'm sure we'll run into it otherwise. Oh boy. Let me guess. Engage the cargo crane. The hell am I missing? Gotta be something I'm missing. Was the cargo crane? Is this it? Oh, that's a fire extinguisher. That looks like a cargo crane. That looks like a cargo crane. I'm gonna go back up for a second. Get a little lay of the land. I mean, obviously I'm supposed...
Containment field approaching maximum capacity.
Obviously there's something I'm supposed to do with those bridges. But what could it be? There's 2 controls. 1 lifts each bridge. Bridge control. Activate. Yes. Okay. Ha! Fascinating that I can't figure. It's probably something so stupid too. Oh. Yep. Definitely something stupid. Now, how we doing? Cargo crane a go-go. What the hell? Dude. Oh. God. Who'd have thought this is gonna stump me? What is the deal? I'm out of... Think, Isaac. Think like a damn engineer. You can tell DrMick's not an engineer. Oh. Oh.
Cargo loader activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed. Warning. Maximum weight load exceeded.
Of course. Of course. Of course it's too heavy. Why wouldn't it be?
Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
Still in one piece.
Hello. Holy crap. Quick thinking there. Whoa!
Caution. Access bridge is obstructed.
Oh, now it makes sense. Ugh! Dick.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Yes. Move it over the gobbledygook. Ooh, yeah. Smooth it out. More of you. You guys are so fun. It's such a party when you're here. Oh! Not you, though. I didn't invite you. For a reason.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Damn, dude. How inefficient is this shit? Holy hell. What are we doing? Just bring it all the way around. Oh.
I'm reading a cargo transfer to the hangar bay.
The marker. Good work, Mr. Clark. On our way.
Kine, your flight path goes by airlock 19. I can get there from the computer core.
A pickup. Yes, we'll be there.
Can you make it to the airlock alone?
No movement on the cameras. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Meet Kine at the hangar bay. Wow. Yeah, that's something. I'm just gonna run. At least now our boy Bennett's not gonna follow her. Oh, we're absolutely joining him. Are you kidding me? My ass is getting off this ship.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
I ain't staying to hang out. Although, you know, My wifey is... I mean, she's in my head. We know that. Is she here on the ship? Guess we'll find out.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
Let's go. Get in the creepy elevator. Go. Thanks for being here.
Fuck, it's my brother. On the monitor, he's right by the airlock.
No.
Don't let this place
No.
get to you.
No.
Kendra?
No.
We're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
Oh. Everybody's seeing people that matter to them. It's messing with their emotions. It's understandable. Oh man, I love the return to our original place. Remember this room so well. It's where it all. Oh, good. Okay.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
What do you got for me? Hammond's voice.
Quarantine lifted.
It's not realizing you didn't hear Hammond's voice. You heard it represented to you in a particular way. Lower service area locked. Ooh.
Clearance confirmed.
Yeah, I gotta be swimming in credits right now. Oh, empty locker, huh?
Mr. Clark, your colleague's safely on board.
My name is Kendra Daniels. Stand by, Isaac. He's bringing the shuttle in now.
Hopefully this goes better than when we brought our shuttle in. Oh, baby. Look at that. USG-09.
Isaac, we can't run the automated loading controls. Must be the damage to the ship.
Of course you can't.
We're losing time. The hive mind is down there.
Kind, relax. I'll turn off the gravity in the hangar, then I can load the marker by hand.
All right. No, don't worry, Amelia. They understand.
Jesus.
Okay. Boy, him seeing Amelia. So you run a there's sort of an interesting conundrum when people hallucinate, let alone if they are hallucinating a thing that brings them comfort, in this case, Amelia. You actually can cause more problems and more distress if you try to tell him Amelia's not real. Like, there is actually some utility here to potentially playing along with the idea that Amelia is there. Because if it keeps him calm and grounded and focused, it's not hurting anybody. Now, if he starts saying that Amelia is saying things that are going to lead to our demise, then, yeah, we're going to take some real issue with that. But if, there's a tendency for kind of like the stigma and misunderstanding these things for people to just immediately be like, no, you got to tell him that she's not real. No, you don't. Not right now. Maybe not ever. Like, if it's not causing any problems and is stabilizing him, in this particular circumstance, not my job to try to get him on board with our reality. Yeah, right. Whose benefit are they telling him that for? Is it for ours, so that we feel better about the fact that we don't have to be around a guy who's talking to somebody we can't see? It's quite selfish. So, this is the kind of thing that I don't expect that everybody immediately knows how to handle these types of things, but these are the types of things that, if you really think about it, there's more care that needs to be handled with here. You can actually cause... I mean, part of this comes from... I'll share this story in this playthrough. Some of you have heard me talk about this in other playthroughs. Like, when I worked on the suicide hotline, one of the things that we would work with sometimes, we'd have people that would call in and they were experiencing some level of delusion. And you don't immediately counter that, because if you do, you can escalate a person to a point where if it's real for them and now you have other people telling you it's not real. Like, if I was holding this guitar pick in my hand and I said, look at this green guitar pick, and everybody in chat and everybody in the YouTube comments was like, you're not holding a guitar pick. You're pinching your fingers together. There's no guitar pick there. And I'm sitting here looking at a green guitar pick in my fingers. That would be distressing, particularly if collectively everybody keeps telling you that. So when you work with it, it's important. So like what Daniels or Isaac could do here is say, what's Amelia saying? How is Amelia doing? And people get all goofy about, why would I do that? It's like, because you could really go a long way with building some rapport and keeping this guy as a commodity, not a commodity, as a person in your stead that is reliable and calm, which is what you want in a time of crisis. So just because something may not seem to be fully in touch with reality, if it's not causing immediate danger for you, really you should reconsider the extent to which you want to fight that, because you could really freak somebody out. All right, just turn off the gravity.
Entering zero gravity.
I love how you just turn it off. I always, from like a physics standpoint, I always find it funny in games like this. You just turn gravity off. Like, you need like mass in order for like gravity to be facilitated. So it's like this, boop, okay, gone. Mass no longer affecting it. It's fine. It's a video game. I just think it's funny. Oh, now these things matter. All right. So we have it on these tracks now. Interesting. Oof. Marker haze be damned. I still want that bag. As the kids say. Right, kids? Right, fellow kids? Speaking of kids... Oh, God! I forgot those guys could do that. Okay. Oh, whoops. What are we doing? What are we doing here? How about no? I do love that the blood turns into, like, little spheres. Dude! Stupid ass baby. Perfectly turned. Love that. Got lucky there, guys.
There it is. The marker.
The safeties are still on. I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please.
Ooh, I'm worried about Daniels. Worried about Daniels. She's had a lot of disdain for the Church of Unitology and the marker, and she just said something about that very admirably. Don't like that. Tone. Inconsistent, man. I'm telling you. Inconsistencies. If you find anomalies in patterns, it's super important to pay attention to it. As if I'm Isaac, I'm going, Daniels, that's an interesting tone. How are you doing with the marker being on board?
Exiting zero gravity.
It's on board. Come, quickly.
Go open the hatch for him.
Her tone's changing. Her tone's changing. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Cole, is she here?
Knew it. Knew it. God damn it. Yeah.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't trust him with the marker.
Kendra, what are you doing?
What my department sent me here to do. Even if the Valor couldn't help me out like I wanted.
Department? Who are you?
I work for EarthGov, cleaning up a very, very old mess. I told you and Hammond that Aegis 7 was off limits. The planet was one big government experiment. The marker, this divine artifact, it was built by human hands.
It's
Oh.
impossible. It's an alien world. The miners dug up the fucking thing.
After it was planted here a few hundred years ago. Even Kai didn't pick up on that.
Cool.
They found the first marker in some crater on Earth. That one. That was real. Alien. Enough to inspire unitology. Our people studied it and reverse engineered this red marker. But they needed somewhere to test it.
Aegis 7.
You've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. I thought the old reports were just hysteria. Until I saw what I saw. They sealed off the whole system, buried the records nice and clean. Until CEC got greedy. Those idiots tore Aegis 7 apart and woke up with the old research team left behind.
So EarthGov sent you to sweep it all under the rug. Damn it, we have to return the marker. If anyone else stumbles across Aegis 7.
It was disappeared once. We can do it again. I've seen how the marker fucks with your head. It must be contained. For what it's worth, we made a great team. You'll find another way off the Ishimura. I mean, you're one hell of an engineer.
Your experiment's gonna kill us all! Daniels! It was all for nothing.
Isaac, come in. It's Nicole.
Where are you?
In the flight control room. Please, you have to come up here now. There's still a way out for us, but we don't have much time.
You could have called me this whole time? I still am not buying it. Alright, here's what bothers me about Daniels. I mean, I'm not surprised. Whatever. Why would I be surprised by that? Fine. The thing that bothers me is that she didn't let me get on the ship. Why? What? Why do I gotta stay here? What do I care? I've been working with you the whole time. I don't care if you gotta clean up your mess. Just let me on board. I just want to survive. I mean, unless she's like, I just, let's talk about it. Like, we're cool. I don't have stake in this shit. I just want my wife. But, I mean, to be fair, I'm sure she probably is worried Isaac's going to do something that's against her mission. But she did the thing that I talked about us having the ability to do. She took the shuttle and ran. And so me not doing it, it's like that whole thing where you're like, all right, guys, like, all three of you are sitting there holding the gun. If none of you pull the trigger, then you'll all get $1 million. If one of you pulls the trigger, however many left, we're going to split the pot of $10 million. And I said, I'm not going to shoot. Kind said, I'm not going to shoot. And she's like, see ya, bitches. Yeah, man. I threw away the known quantity. And y'all know how I feel about known and unknown variables, so here's hoping my wife's real, because at this point, luckily I still have a pulse rifle to be able to put to, I realize this is going to sound somewhat insensitive, but I really mean this as an option. I've got a pulse rifle to put to the side of my head if everything goes south. That's the last option. I don't want to do that. Lord knows I ain't turning into one of those things. Should I start saying marker knows I'm not going to turn into one of those things? I love that, though. We found alien technology on Earth. Like, way to bury the lead there. Like, wow, how many people know about that? Holy shit.
Danger. Containment fields approaching maximum capacity.
Terrible day. Terrible work day for Isaac Clarke. Worst, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad work day. Next time you have a bad day at work, just remember Sir Isaac Clarke. Or that guy. That guy, see, that guy saw probably the same option I do. Man, and to think I was going to get married aboard the Ishimura. Second guessing that decision. Oh, my betrothed. Speaking of weddings.
There you are.
Thank God you're here. The ship's coming apart. I saw what you've been through. Your investigation, Mercer. What happened with us?
We don't have to talk about it.
We'll let this go. But just for a second, okay? I don't know if this is a writing issue or if this is just how I don't know. But the thing that I would be anticipating is that she'd go, "That was fucking nuts, dude. Holy shit." Like, I would expect something from her. She's like, "Hi. Hello." Now, to give her maybe a little bit of benefit of the doubt, this is maybe where DrMick's overanalysis would get him killed aboard the Ishimura, even though I died several episodes ago when I failed, or when I detonated the nuke aboard the Valor, but let's say I survived that, is there is a really good chance that Nicole has experienced an ungodly amount of trauma. And who knows the way in which her brain is reconciling that. But, dude, you experience that much trauma in that much of a short period of time, and every expectation you ever had for anything has been completely blown apart, and you were in the medical wing and you've been betrayed and whatever. I mean, your brain could go so far into shutdown because being in touch and present with anything would just be too painful that she very much could appear to be a shell of herself. So it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. I've thought about this since the last couple episodes. It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that she is just blunted by all the trauma that she's experienced. Yeah, whether it's paranoia, whether it is dissociation, I mean, any of those things. So it very well could be that she sees Isaac and it doesn't even register, because the thing is, you can't selectively mute emotions. So you mute one, you mute them all. So if she's muting all of the horror and pain and sadness, then, and doing it to the degree that she has to do it to survive the circumstances of the Ishimura, then that also means that she would have to numb the excitement that she would experience if she sees Isaac walk through the door, such that she just goes, "Hey, what's up?" And this is why, my friends, if you are experiencing something like anxiety or depression or sadness or grief or whatever, if your attempt of coping with that is to shut it off completely, you are unfortunately shutting off the entire variety of emotions that you could experience. If you desperately don't want to feel sad or angry or whatnot, or attend to the actual emotional experience that you're having relative to the environment that you're in, you also turn off your ability to be present and joyful and excited and all these other things that we tend to say are more pleasurable to experience, which can create a positive feedback loop, such that perhaps you feel like you're a shell of yourself and maybe other people experience you that way.
I need you to know I'm sorry about everything.
It's okay, Isaac. You know I forgive you. I love you.
Well, good, but...
There's still hope. You can recall the shuttle and remote pilot it from here. Bring back the marker and we can return it to Aegis 7. You can make us whole again.
Stop saying that.
Right.
Then let's do it together.
Stop saying that. It freaks me out. Can I please have like a hug or something? Maybe a little like soft touch on the arm? What are you even looking at, dude? Oh, man.
We don't have much time.
Yes, ma'am.
Recalling shuttle USG-09. Prepping remote docking procedures.
No way.
Damn it, Isaac! You don't know what you're doing!
I know. I'm finally doing the smart thing.
I find it hilarious that she didn't think of that. That Daniels got aboard that ship and didn't think all he has to do is go upstairs and recall the shuttle. It's so funny to me that amidst all the chaos, she landed every. It's why you got to focus on the details, man, because she's in broad strokes. She goes, "Holy shit, I pulled this off," and she didn't think about the fact that I could just recall the shuttle. Damn it, Isaac. Oh, you foiled my plan with the press of a button. Oh, God. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, Kine could have done that. I mean, whatever. Nicole could have done that. Whatever. It's just hilarious to me that that's a mechanism of this that nobody thought to control for. Like, nobody thought to shoot this thing and be like, I'm going to make sure that when I pull this shuttle away, nobody's going to shoot that. Nobody is pulling me back. Holy crap. It's so funny to me.
Fucking kidding me? Shit!
Oh, man.
Warning. Escape pod launch detected from shuttle
Wow.
QSG.
She's willing to escape pod launch?
Escape pod. Damn! We lost her.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. But who can?
You are making me so uncomfortable. Nicole. I just want to know what Daniels is going to do when she lands on Aegis 7, assuming that's where her escape pod went.
Isaac?
I know. Ishimura's finished. If we get on that shuttle, there's no going back.
Leave no regrets. Go. I'll reprogram the shuttle with our flight path to Aegis 7 and join you on board.
Oh.
Don't leave me waiting.
Never again.
Isaac, my brother, ask questions. Oh. Ask questions. Name your experience. Talk about what's going on for you. She is right in front of you.
I can't wait much longer. Go to the shuttle. I'll be there soon.
You know, dude, you don't have... Oh. It sucks to me that he's not asking questions and engaging with this in some kind of, like, meaningful way. She is right in front of you, dude. Your pragmatism and get the job done mentality is gonna hurt your closure on whatever the hell bad thing is gonna happen with Nicole.
Warning. Multiple system errors detected. Unable to reroute critical functions.
Pilot the shuttle to Aegis 7. Where I guess we get to meet her in the sequel. What, you guys don't want me to get on the shuttle? Come on. Get your own shuttle. No, no, no. Damn, dude, these things. It's like my cat when it's dinner time, man. Alright, back aboard. Point of no return. You're about to leave the Ishimura. Will not be able to return. I'm okay with that. Nothing left for me to do. I appreciate that it put that in there, though.
I never doubted you, Isaac. I knew you'd come back for me.
Are you ready?
How did you get here this fast? Dude.
Yes. We're together again. Nothing can stop us now.
So the one thing, aside from the idiosyncrasies with her, the one thing that I think Isaac potentially could have used here in order to try to make sense of what's happening with Nicole is what we saw with Kine. I find it very odd that neither Daniels nor Isaac at the very least acknowledged Amelia's not here, right? A little bit odd. This dude's talking to Amelia. That's weird. I saw my brother while I was trying to get to a particular point in the ship and he wasn't there. Where Isaac would look at that and go, my wife is acting a little bit weird, and if it ain't trauma, maybe there's a piece of representation that I can use here to deductively reason my way into understanding why my wife is presenting the way that she is. which would be that there's representation for this potentially. Now, I don't know what you do with that. Like, if you get that information, you go, okay, maybe my wife's not real. What the really trippy part would be, I see her. She's talking to me. She looks like she might be doing things. I mean, that really throws this whole thing off. Like, she is represented in such a way that she does look like she's physically there. However, she has not touched us, which is part of why I really wish that Isaac would try to give her a hug or something, because something tells me that would make a huge difference if we went to try to touch her and nothing happened. But for now, Marker's on board too, so.
This isn't how I imagined saying goodbye to the Ishimura. Steady.
I'm good.
Are you afraid, Isaac?
No. With you, I can handle anything.
One more ride together, then.
Isaac,
This
wow.
all began
I'm just amazed that
in the
he's
core
not.
of the planet.
By the way, I am well aware that in the original Dead Space, Isaac did not talk. So I am aware of that. And so it makes it all the more, in some ways, maybe worse that Isaac actually talks in some of these moments, because there is a bit of an inconsistency to me in terms of Isaac's experience here when he has the ability to talk, of him being like just going along with it. In some ways, I think if Isaac didn't talk, it might have made for a more of a richness in terms of like us talking about his experience and what it may have been versus seeing something represented to us. So I have been meaning to mention that I am aware of that. And maybe that is part of what makes this odd, is that we're seeing Isaac just like go along with everything and not really experience any kind of dissonance, because if he did, then it wouldn't work, because the narrative has to be pushed forward in a particular type of way. It's just one of those things where I actually find it interesting from like a game development standpoint of, and maybe I'll talk more about this in the credits, but like when you had a silent protagonist that you now have to voice, or decided that you want to voice, how it can actually create a bit of dissonance in terms of like your experience of watching him go through this. Because at no point is he going like, what's happening to me right now? Like, he's just not questioning this like at all.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
If you're not ready, the miracle must be as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive. But we have the marker. We'll put things back the way they were. We will.
Oh, she touched me. Do you feel that, buddy? Do you feel that in your bone, in your shoulder bone? Feel that? Yep, see ya. Where'd you go? I'm not gonna worry about it. She was always quick on her feet. Like, I think that's what would have made this. Okay, I'm not trying to bitch about the game, because the game's been fantastic. I love it. It's great. But when you're trying to analyze like the psychology of what's going on, it does make my life a little bit more difficult when I don't get any insight into Isaac's thought process. Like, we're seeing his language. The closest we get to Isaac's thought process is via his language, which is how real life works. The only way you get a window into somebody's mind is their ability to articulate it in a particular type of way. But like, we don't hear him going like, whoa, that was weird, or oh, that like, we're not hearing any kind of thought process from him and what his experience is. So it makes it a bit jarring. And I think maybe the point that I want to make with this is like a mental health piece of this is that this can contribute sometimes to why we might feel uneasy around certain people if their behaviors don't make sense, if they're not articulating themselves. Like, it's why communication is such an important part of the human experience. It's the only way you really get any context for why people react in the ways that they do. Like, if Isaac had an internal dialogue right now that was something along the lines of, like, man, that seems really messed up. I'm worried that I might be going crazy, but I'm holding out hope because it's really, all that matters to me is that Nicole is okay, and if this is the closest I can get, or blah, 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 blah. It would be nice to hear what his thought process is. Because as it stands, you kind of look at him and go, like, are you a guy that just takes everything in stride? Like, are you just so chill that however the world presents itself to you, you're like, yeah, man, I'm in. Whatever. Cool. Yeah. Because that's how he presents. Chapter 12, Dead Space. Unload the marker. Wow. This is very cool. And I quite like...
Now's our chance.
Nicole?
You can upload the marker from the console. Come on.
Where are you? Oh, you're right there. You can upload it from the console. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Looks like some crazy shit's going on here too, Nicole. Why are you seemingly unaffected by it? I don't love it. Yeah, personal logs would be a great idea. Like if he kept some sort of journal like Arthur Morgan did in Red Dead, it'd be great. Because it really does help you get more of a profile for the character. Like, in a lot of ways, we're seeing remnants of Isaac being represented as a voiceless protagonist in the way that this is being represented to us. And again, I respect it. It's just, it's tough because you make, it's a hard decision to make there, and when you make it, you run into certain issues. Which is why, if anybody ever wants to consult with me, and when you're trying to make a video game, I'd be happy to share those insights ahead of time, so that perhaps people don't experience the kind of dissonance that I am right now. Just saying. Hit me up. Why can't you activate the console, Nicole? Why can't you press the enter button? It's a bit suspect that you stand in this bloody pile and you don't hit the button that I'm capable of hitting. And I'm not going to second guess it at all.
Tethers on the Ishimura are failing. The tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be whole again. And you and I can be together.
We're together right now. Nicole.
Come on. We need to hurry.
So this is the moment where we could hop on this ship and fly away. Nicole. Get this shit out of here. This open now? Sure is. More culty shit going on here. More culty shit. PCSI retrieval order from Captain B. Matthias. Retrieve victims of Union Square mass suicide from ages 7. Bodies are to be transported to USG Ishimura morgue with a security escort. Notify doctors G. Domus and T. Kine upon arrival. Assignments: Sergeant G. Weller, Officer Blaine, Officer Hutchins, Private Karklands. Authorized by Chief A. Vincent, PCSI SEC. Comments. Gabe. Yeah, I know, it's casket duty, but I think you'll like this one. I hear a buddy of yours is down on ages 7, and a kiddie assignment like this should leave time for a meetup. Don't scare the rookie. Alyssa. Alright, let's see how much money I have. Glad these kiosks all work. $28,000. $30K for this thing. Hot damn. Just buy all these upgrades, just wipe the slate. Why not? Why did I just buy 3 of those? That's ammo. You idiot. Sell it back for way less. Oh, that's cool that you get power nodes when you do that. I'm a little bummed that I didn't get something for plasma cutter, but we're still hearing whispers, dude. Still hearing whispers. Oh, good. More of you. Oh, hey. What's up, man? Hey, Isaac, let's go back to the planet where there's these things are all over it. Wouldn't that be fun? Sure, honey. Anywhere with you.
Changes us. Recombines us. But there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself. The eye of the storm. They can't stay in it for long.
I've seen it. But this pedestal. Why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep. And the living will see what can't be forgotten.
Should have taken the ship. Should have just taken the shuttle. Should have just left. Hindsight's a bitch, Isaac. No! Jesus. Man.
This is Sergeant Bram Newman. PSEC evacuation report. The shuttle's gone. Took off and then crashed right back down into the bay. Took a whole crowd with it. Must be 100 people dead. We've lost the rest of the shuttles. God help us. There's no way out. Anyone hearing this, do not land. I repeat, do not land on Aegis 7. Fuck the Ishimura. They left us to die.
We're having fun. We're having so much fun. It's great. It's my favorite thing. Those things aren't smart enough to like pilot a ship off the planet. Like you just quarantine them all down there and call it a day, man. Open, please. Honey, look what I got. After you. Transport the marker through the supply depot. Cool. Hey Nicole, where are you hanging out while we do this? Where all those necromorphs were. They're scary. I've got guns. Why aren't you with me? raise another bridge, it seems.
Warning. Unknown biohazard detected. Quarantine in progress.
Unknown biohazard. More friends. These guys are freaking everywhere. No. No. Good. Another baby. Yeah, I'll take it. Babies. Lots of babies. God dang.
Do you miss them, Isaac?
Kelly and team? Yeah.
And your parents? Your mother was a unitologist. She believed.
She believed so much it killed her. Is this what she would have wanted?
She did. Would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing, I'll never know.
I mean, in some ways I could headcanon this as like, this is really just Isaac having an internal dialogue with himself about all the implications of his mom having been part of the church of the thing that is leading potentially to his demise, but I don't know the extent to which he's made peace with that. It really does seem like he believes that Nicole is here. Oh, you're going that way. Damn, we are still getting nodes. This is crazy. We're this far into the game. We're still getting nodes. I could be very wrong. I thought this would maybe be the end, but I didn't realize we were going to actually go land on the planet. I thought we were just going to get off the Ishimura. Go ahead and save before we hit that panel.
Isaac, there's no power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected.
You can hit
Tether
buttons.
generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
Restore power to the junction. Classic. Who are you idiots? Ugh. Damn. I don't care for you. Unless, can I get a new suit? Because that'd be pretty sweet. Nope. Alrighty, no power. Oh, I know.
Now entering tether control. Cross-contamination field engaged. Warning. Main power interrupted. Tether generators are offline.
So stupid to come here. I mean, I don't know that the shuttle had enough fuel to be able to, I just like... I'm just not confident that this is gonna turn up any kind of good way. Alright, pop this bad boy in right here. I'm guessing Necromorphs ain't gonna be too happy about this.
Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance.
Thank you. Yes, hopefully maintenance will be here shortly.
Power restored to west generator. Power restored to east generator. Power restored to tether generators. Ready for restart.
Okay. But how does your boy get back up? That's $1 million question. Unless... Ooh! No. Oh.
Restarting tether. Now entering zero gravity.
Neat.
Janet Isaac, power is slowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
Stop saying that. Make us whole. No.
Exiting zero gravity.
Oh, good. Yeah, I love how, like, much easier those guys are to kill when you use stasis like that. Okay. This is bridge control. Activate the bridge. Come on, baby. Let's go. Dude, a donut hole sounds great right now. Sounds a lot better than this nonsense. Suppose I could exchange some stuff while I wait. Because I got too much of this shit. Oh, we lost OSHA a long time ago, Sierra. OSHA went down with humanity. That's why I'm here. I'm here to... My ultimate goal is to bring back OSHA. Okay. Ugh. Writing is everywhere. Writing is literally on the wall. Get out. Don't do this. Don't hang out here. This is a terrible place. It's silly. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Haven't found your keys yet. No. Sorry, man. I've been looking. This is the most inefficient transport system ever. Like, if you were doing mass quantities of shit, why are you moving it so slowly through this? I guess unless there's like a certain process you gotta go through with all the aspirates and shit. But there doesn't really seem to be any like specific materials in here. It can't be healthy for me to be standing next to this thing like this as much as we are. We gotta... I'll bet we run into Daniels.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Almost guaranteed we run into Daniels. She's gonna be like, no, I can't let you get away with this. Watch me. Watch me get away with this. These guys remind me of Ben Stiller's character in Arrested Development. It's like they're just sitting in the locker waiting for their moment. Like, I was gonna just wait. Oh, god damn it. Yes, more. Come on. Bring it on, my dudes. What do you got for me, my baby? It's fine. I'll cook through all my ammo. I don't care. All of it. Gorgeous. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. I don't need money right now. I'm kind of over the money. Give me ammo.
Please, Isaac, the hive mind is coming. You have to make us whole.
Stop. Don't keep saying stop. It's like, Jesus. Oh, shit. Oh, I want to read that. You asshole. I want to read. You dead? All right, we're gonna read real quick. Is it this? Recombination study? Whoa. Patient log, Dr. G. Abernathy, Aegis 5 clinic automated transcript. Dr. Abernathy, I've quarantined the former doctors Clifton and Hogan. We're barricaded in. I intend to keep a complete log no matter what happens out there. Different vectors of infection seem to be... Someone needs to keep record. The marker signal can change a body from a distance. We need to know. Update. Chest of Dr. Clifton's corpse has started to expand like it's been taking a deep breath. Something appears to be happening under the surface of the skin. The body's convulsing. There's a yellowish, briny liquid is bursting from the mouth. He's choking, but he's... Oh, God. I hope it's gas release. Update. Okay. So now there's... the esophagus is bulging and the jaw is collapsing. His head's splitting apart. It's reforming. Almost looks like a proboscis with feelers. The chest is splitting along the center now. The chest is splitting and it's stretching. Expanding outwards as the internal organs, muscle, and bone are bent inwards. Can I get a scanner, please? No, the scanner. Thank you. Update. So the internal organs have reorganized themselves. The structure isn't... there seems to be a central organ now, resembling a massive bladder. The bladder's filling with a liquid, some of which can be seen spilling from the creature's proboscis. So the first two must be connected. Update. The legs are quivering violently. The flesh is peeling away and merging with the flesh from the chest. All right, fuck. Sorry, shit. The leg just bent backwards and... Oh, okay. Now the other one just snapped back at the knee as well. It's starting to sit up. It seems fully reanimated. Can we... hello? Yeah, PSEC, anyone who's free, to euthanize God. Do I have to think of every... The spatter on the glass is making observation difficult. I missed that. Dr. Hogan is also transforming, but it's not the... His legs are elongating, somehow flaying themselves, and they're twisting with a mixture of his own internal organs into a single appendage. It's like some sort of tail. Face is contorting, his jaw is clenching and unclenching. It's crunching on itself and Shit, several jaw-like appendages are emerging from his mouth, but it can't accommodate the... Oh, shit, his head is splitting open too, like Clifton's. I can't... Sounds of vomiting. Update. Oh, fuck. He's circling the room. It's not like Clifton. It's like he's hunting? Does he see me? Nah, the vents. He's going for the vents. PSEC, PSEC. Is anyone left? Sounds of impact, screaming, an organic crunching noise.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry! You've done it, Isaac. Power.
Oh, okay. These are all just... Okay. Good. All right. Good. What is this? Content warning. Upcoming shows a video log with depictions of suicide. Okay, so the recombination study is the thing that I got. All right, good. Oh. Poor guy. No. Ooh, the pedestal loader offline. What? Oh god! God damn it! Hey! Hey! I feel like the rookie in Halo Reach right now. Just, you know, everything's futile. You're just survive. That's all you get. Such a cool scale on this, though. Man, is that neat. Look at that.
Now reunited with the pedestal.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll make us whole. I can't wait to make us whole, Nicole. Yes. Good. Just do whatever you say. Yeah, good. Yep. Now that you've done my bidding, Nicole is actually dead and has been for years. So good. You had to know this was gonna happen. You had to. Not even surprised.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
You gonna touch it and disappear?
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic flows released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
Payload. I'll restart the tether. Buys time.
No.
Look at that dude at Isaac. Come on, bud. Look at this point. Oh, God. Alright. Suicide trigger warning.
Rerouting gravity tether controls.
Come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time.
Rig link override.
This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just had to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke.
And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but...
You gonna shoot yourself on camera? Oh,
return
jeez.
what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
You can hear Isaac's heart. That's wild. No.
She's Elizabeth Cross, that scientist from hydroponics. You both saw what the marker wanted you to see. Jacob Temple for her, and Nicole for you. Jacob. No.
No, she can't be. What the hell did you do?
You did this to yourself. Nicole's been dead this whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote. No. It's over. We're whole again. For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic load drops, all this will be buried. Just like EarthGov wanted.
All right, we got a lot to talk about here. First and foremost, I'm not like, it's hard for me to talk about this in a way that like doesn't sound judgy. But the Nicole actually killing herself on camera? Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, completely makes sense. Because I wonder if she was hoping that would get to him so that he would actually physically see her die, so that he didn't question whether she was alive and didn't maybe wonder, oh man. Because then I guess if he would have seen the representation of her after he saw that video, then he might have questioned it. So actually, I was going to say I don't love that she killed herself on camera, but I actually in some ways appreciate that she killed herself on camera so that we had some concrete evidence for our own eyes to... Yeah, you think through that context a little bit more, it makes sense. Terrible thing for him to have to see, though. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And then you have to deal with the... you just have to deal with the, like, kicking yourself. You know, thinking that if you had only known, you would have made other decisions. And you can't... talk about this all the time. You don't use hindsight to beat yourself up. Use hindsight to learn and do differently next time. But no amount of kicking himself is going to bring her back. No amount of kicking himself is going to change decisions. He made the decisions he made with the information he had at the time. It's just a shame that he wasn't able to engage with any kind of dissonance around what was happening for him. I mean, it was so obvious that his wife was not his wife in the representations that we saw. It was just... Hope is something that people can clutch onto to their detriment often. when you have like this much data stacked against you, I mean, yeah, you could entrench yourself in, but he would have done well to maybe question it. But I don't even know what would have happened differently if he questioned it. Again, other than get on the shuttle and leave. Now, Daniels, I don't quite understand why Daniels seems to be so invested in being an asshole about this. Like, I get that she's annoyed with the marker, and I get that she's got a mission and stuff, but there's really not any reason for her to be that nasty to Isaac. Be like, yo, watch this again, you idiot. You didn't see it. This whole time, she could have said, hey, dude, just so you know, since things have gone foobar here, here's why I'm here, and here's what we need to be careful about, and here's the mission. I mean, like, there's just no reason really for her to be this like evil, nasty person about this. I don't really understand that. But man, what a shame to have to experience that. Ugh, awful.
Warning, seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe location.
The shuttle. I can still make it before she leaves.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do I even need any of this stuff? What am I gonna have to fight before I get on the shuttle? Yeah, I mean, it's just, if she understands the marker that well, there's not a lot of reason for her to be hostile. It would be one of those things where it's like, I understand what's happening to you, and I need to shake you into reality or whatever. I mean, it's just such an odd choice, unless the marker is also hijacking her, you know? It's like, it could be anything. But I just, there's a little bit of like a, Back in here. How did you get over here so quick? Oh! I don't understand why this thing's invested in killing us. Bye-bye. Oh, yay. Okay, cool. We get to fight this. This is gonna be so fun. I am but one man.
This is all I got left.
You eight-legged freaks! The ads are always worse than the boss. Dude. You mad, bruh? What you mad about, huh? I'm gonna be honest with you, as I'm fighting this, This feels like a completely unnecessary addition to the game. We haven't had like a boss fight like this at all throughout the entire game, and now I'm supposedly, like, Daniels gets bashed in one tentacle swipe, and here I am fighting this thing as one man. This big, giant, strong thing. Expose your chest. Expose it. You shoot that sack. You don't always need a boss fight in video games, you know? I imagine if you were playing this on the hardest difficulty setting, which I am, like, you get hit with like one tentacle, you die. It's like, god damn, how long do you want to sit here and fight this thing? Lack of final boss absolutely would have been more memorable. Absolutely would have been more memorable. Like, Isaac gets on the shuttle, he's lost everything. He has to wrestle with his own psychology now. I mean, what a tragic end, man. It's like you got to deal with the dissonance of like, okay, cool. So I got out of here alive, but at what cost? The cost of my sanity, the cost of my relationships, the cost of my entire sense of purpose in the world. I mean, that shit's, that's good shit. I mean, we're gonna deal with that anyway, but I gotta shoot a giant worm's ballsack first. It just makes it so much more unbelievable. It drives me crazy. Like, Isaac shouldn't survive this. He's not a soldier. That's it. Hive mind dead. Nice job. Yeah, doesn't do it for me. I find that to be quite anticlimactic. It's alright though. The whole game's fantastic, so if that's my main gripe, I can live with it. Damn, that thing took off fast. Oh, is that the... Okay. Jesus. That is a sight to behold. Wow. Exodus. Brutal, dude.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Oh. 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 Oh my God. Wow. Holy shit. That's great. Oh my God, that's great. Okay. Wow. Okay, first and foremost, as we watch the credits, which we will do because we do this in every playthrough, I want to just say this was awesome. So to the developers of the game and to the studio that remade it, bravo, man. Bravo. Fantastic. Enjoyed every second of this. Yeah, so boss fight aside, you guys know where I stand with this. Like, assuming he survived this, which is it's incredible that that was the way that that ended. Yeah, what a... I think the best stories are ones that are realistic and not necessarily the most satisfying thing ever. And the thing that I think is beautiful about the way that this was handled is, you know, if you're Isaac, like, surviving, you know, is this awesome directive when you have things that you try to survive for. But what happens if all the things you're trying to survive for, other than your own self-preservation, are no longer available to you? It's like I said during the boss fight, like, at what cost, man? Like, geez. You lost your wife, you lost the people around you, you lost your purpose, you don't know whether you can trust your own eyes and ears. Like, he literally would have to sit on that ship and probably for the rest of time deal with a constant questioning of his reality. Like, he quite literally, I mean, whether it would manifest as psychosis or whether it would be this sort of like reaction to trauma, I mean, who knows? But like the idea that you would just have to sit there and you're just like, okay, I now know all the things that I know. I can't unknow them. Where do you turn? What do you do? It's like somebody violently turned the page of your life in a way you never asked for. And that is exactly the kind of ending I would expect for this kind of environment. It is what makes this type of thing so horrific. I mean, the real horror in this game, which I appreciate immensely that it was so brought in here, is just that, like, tension where you get to the point where you ask yourself, what am I surviving for? Like, why? If I lost everything, like, at what point do I just do what my wife did and let it go? And then I think the more like maybe healthy and enriching way to look at that is to really ask yourself, like, what are the things in my life that I actively look at and can find meaning in? We determine what we place meaning in. So, like, what is it that makes it so that this time here is something that I can appreciate and I feel a sense of desiring to survive it? And how do I make sure that I appreciate those things while they're available to me? Jesus. What a great game. How do you treat and help Isaac Clarke at this point? Well, first we'd have to get into a space where Isaac would determine that he wants some kind of help, and then he would determine what that is. As far as how you intervene with that, I mean, it'd be a long road. It'd be a long road. I think probably part of it would be getting him to trust his own eyes and ears. Which would be really hard to do. Getting him to integrate his experiences and not overblow his expectations of reality. Not constantly fear every corner he's going to walk around. brutal. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all taking the time to hang out, to follow this playthrough, to care about what it is that I have to say. Please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Follow the links in the description. Watch my other playthroughs. I am grateful that so many of you are willing to watch my content. I hope that maybe you learned something from it. That it's meaningful to you to hear what I have to say, and that maybe it makes your life a little bit better in some way because you get some kind of insight. I mean, whether this is the playthrough or maybe it's one of the other ones that you have that experience, I hope you do. I would love to read your comments, whatever you thought about this playthrough, the good, the bad, things that are, maybe I noticed or didn't notice or whatever. I would be very happy to read what you have to say about it. I do read all the comments. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. So, but regardless, like however it is that you consume this, if you've been here live with me on Twitch or if you've been watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for, I really can't thank you enough for your patronage, so to speak. All right, let me catch up here on chat really quick. So, the names of the chapters are as follows. New arrivals, intensive care, course correction, obliteration imminent, lethal devotion, environmental hazard, into the void, search and rescue, dead on arrival, end of days, alternative solutions, dead space. Okay. Is this the thing that you were referring to? Like piece it together? Oh! Never mind. Baron spoiled it. Let's see. What does it say? Nicoleisdead. Nicole is dead. Oh. Huh. Dude, Baron. Come on, man. What the hell? Like, whatever. I mean, it's over now, but that's spoiling. That is cool though. I like that. That's neat that they put that in there. I never would have figured that out, like just from like without somebody saying, look at these and whatever, but it would have been fun to puzzle that out. I find that cool. Me too, if I would have figured it out on my own. Will you play the rest of the games too? Isaac gets deeper in them. I don't know. I might. I haven't decided. Have not decided. But I know that there is a I know there's a richness to it. Don't worry about timestamps, Spin. Not necessary. Unless you want to, but I don't know that we'll have too many. But yeah, no, I'm not entirely sure. I love that these credits don't have any music. It's like creepy. Great job to everybody here who worked on this game. There was a lot more in here than I imagined there was going to be. I thought it was just going to be kind of like horror, shoot stuff, whatever. I mean, I get why the game is so beloved. And yeah, I know they haven't remade them. They have not remade 2 or 3, although I'm guessing they probably hold up reasonably well. I don't remember what console 2 and 3 were released on. If it was like Xbox 360 or if it was Xbox One. Or like what generation it was. I mean, I know they're both on PC, so I can play them on PC, but we'll see. Again, I'm not, You know, these are fun between games. They're not like the long form playthroughs. What a great way to end that, though. He's sitting on the ship, and Nicole's there, and she's dead, and she just bites him. God, that's great. I'm going to fast forward this just a hair. We're going to do kind of the same. We'll go ×2. PlayStation 3, Windows, Xbox 360 for number 2. Got it. Late 2000. Well, I know the original one of this was released in 08. So, I mean, I got to imagine, yeah, the other ones were probably what, like 2010, 2012. I don't know anything about them. I mean, I never played the first one, so I never wanted to play the second or the third one. I know it's crazy. 16 years ago. I wonder the decision behind having the credits silent. Oh, I think it's great. It's like Isaac died. You know, or like whatever. Like you have that jump scare and you just went through all this craziness and then you just sit here and contemplate all the trauma you experienced in dead silence. I think it's great. I actually wish more games would do something like this if the mood fit it. Because like what song are you going to play here that fits the vibe? Like all of a sudden Thriller just starts playing in the back and you're like, what? Auditory Dead Space. Yeah, exactly. To all who have been watching this actively, if you've been lurking or whatnot, thank you. Mods, thanks for keeping things spoiler free. Chat, thank you for keeping things spoiler free as much as you could. The Alien Ant Farm cover is Smooth Criminal. Oh my god. It's one of those games I love watching the story unfold. It's well done. I mean, what I think, one of the things I appreciate a lot about the way that this was structured is, it's tight. You know, I think shortly after this era of video games, I think things started to get bloated with bullshit. You know, like open world started to become more of a thing, and this like emphasis on like all these side quests and being able to like whatever. Like the thing I love about this is it's like you can free roam the Ishimura, but the whole thing is really tight. The side quests mean something. They're not overly ridiculous. They give you a little bit of access to some gun upgrades and whatever. And you are just you're a bystander in it. And I think it's kind of neat that the player in some ways is taken out of it. Like you're watching Isaac Clarke go through this. Similar to like part of the way that I talked about The Last of Us 1 and 2 is that like that story is not our story. That story is the story of Joel and Ellie and everybody else involved and Abby. Whereas, you know, this is the story of Isaac Clarke. So it's like you watch some of these things unfold, and I think it's important to look at it as like, that's what happened. Like, this isn't about me. It's not about my decision making. It's about watching Isaac make his decisions and seeing what happens as a result of that. I think there's a beauty to that. I think it gives... in some ways, I mean, I can go either way, right? Like when I play games that I can make choices in, it's helpful because I can talk through my thought process and maybe people learn a little something from that. But then you watch a game like this, and I think it really cracks open the conversation about empathy, like understanding why people do things the way that they do them, and trying to like really peel back and go, okay, this person did a thing. Why would they do it that way? Isaac made a knee-jerk decision there to like believe Cain. Why would he do that? There's a richness to that too. I mean, people ask me like, do you prefer being the one that makes decisions or do you prefer watching them get made? And I like all of it. And the one thing I think that's nice about this is that there's a real satisfying aspect to it in the sense that if I make that decision to help Cain, for example, I don't have to go, oh God, but I don't know what the ending's like if I didn't help him. Like you don't put the player in that position. It makes the story all fully canon. You don't have to have conversations about which ending is canon, like when it's Mass Effect or whatever, where people get like, you know, the game I played before this, for those of you that are still watching this part on YouTube, was Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. And you go like, okay, well, which of the endings was canon? 50,000 credits awarded, 10 power nodes, text logs, advanced soldier rig level 6 suit unlocked. Oh, that's cool. Your progress has been saved and you have unlocked New Game Plus. Won't be doing that. Such a cool game. Such a cool game. Friends, thank you so much for watching this playthrough. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. It means a lot to me. Those of you that have financially supported it along the way, thanks for doing that. But more than anything else, thank you for your presence. It means the world to me. Please watch my other playthroughs. Tell people about the channel. Whether you've been watching this in real time or years into the future, I appreciate you. I always say this at the end of every live stream. I'll say it at the end of every playthrough. You matter. Your experiences are valid. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Leave a like and all that fun stuff. It really does help. I will see you in the next playthrough. I appreciate you.